I was correct. I did get my boxes and bags of Ulta and also Eyes, Lips, and Face, or e.l.f. So right now the first video that I'm going to do for you is what I got at Ulta, my Ulta Hurl. If you remember, if you watched my previous video, you saw that all you had to do was spend $19.50 on any Ulta makeup products, and you would get for free this bag, and it was either a pink or a turquoise. As you can see, I chose the pink one. And it's just, you know, plain pink on the inside. It's got a cute little colored tassel on the end. And it was filled with makeup. And so I want to show you what I bought to get it, and then I'll show you what was actually in the bag, and I'll try to make it speedy quick. Okay, I've been trying to find a good moisturizer for my face. I have a tendency to be kind of oily, but I still, especially with this winter, it's been so unbelievably dry, very drying to the skin. So I found Ulta it's called Ulta Instant Nourish Facial Moisturizer. Can't get my tongue untwisted around my teeth. It's 1.7 fluid ounces or 50 milliliters, and this is what it looks like. And I already opened it up, and it really doesn't have too much of a smell. I'm working with some natural light here, so hopefully this will all show up well. And I did take a little bit on my skin earlier, and it seems to absorb really, really well and doesn't leave like a greasy, oily film to me so far. But I just got it like half an hour ago, so the little bit that I've tried it, it feels nice so far. Okay, two other things that I purchased to build up to the $19.50 was an eyeshadow. This is how close I was not watching. I thought this was more black that I chose, but apparently I chose Sapphire, which, as you know, or if you don't know, it's like a really deep blue. And as you can see, my fingerprint was in there already because I swatched it because I wanted to see what it looked like. And it seems to be fairly pigmented, and it went on, you know, really smooth. So I'll have to try that and see. I'm not always a big blue eyeshadow person, but you know, we'll try it, we'll see what happens. The other thing that I purchased was a cheek color, a blush from Ulta, and this is in the color Sweet Cheeks. And I did swatch this for myself a little bit earlier. It is really, really light. So I mean, it could be for summer or something if you've got a little bit more color and you don't need anything too dark on your cheeks. And just to let you know, this color that I do have on my cheeks today is that Fresh Melon from that Be Matte blush that I got in my Ipsy bag for February. And initially when I did that review, I thought it was going to be like too bright or too orangish, but actually I like it. I like it. And so anyway, moving right along, getting into the bag. Well, quick first, I got to choose. They were going to send me some samples, and I know these are foil packets. I know a lot of people have issue with foil, and it's not my ultimate favorite, but I was just tickled as to what they sent me. One thing was Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I mean, it's just enough to try it, because I've never tried Smashbox, so I was excited about that. I can try that. Another is Matrix. It's Biolage. It's the Exquisite Oil with Moringa Oil blend. It's a micro oil shampoo and oil cream conditioner. So I'll for sure get one use, and maybe a couple. I mean, there's a fair amount in those. I could probably get a couple uses out of that. And the other thing that I wasn't sure about, it says Bosley, and the only thing I think of is, you know, hair for men. But it's actually a nourishing shampoo and volumizing conditioner, and it's for color-treated hair. And it is for visibly thinning hair, but that's okay. I've noticed since I've had my kids over the years, my hair has gotten thinner, so we'll try it. Okay, moving right along into what came in my bag. One thing that came in was a nail lacquer, and it is in Fuchsia Mania. So it's just a really pretty, kind of a hot pink color. You know my deal. I shellac, so that's okay. This can be a really good gift for someone. Another thing that I received was the Ulta Voluptuous Volume Mascara, and it comes in a pretty orange tube, and it's got a nice brush to it. You can see that. Nice big brush. Yeah, smells like mascara. So we'll try that out, see how that goes. The next thing I received was a double-ended pencil. One end is it's an eyeliner pencil. One end is black and one end is deep brown. And they're really smooth feeling. So you can see there's the black and there's the brown. So I'm kind of excited to try those two. So many pencils. I kind of steer away from pencils. I normally use L'Oreal's liquid eyeliner in the tube. I don't have it right here in front of me, but in another tutorial I'll show you what I use. But I always use that because so many pencils over the years were dry. I watched a video the other day that said, can you remember back when you had to use a lighter to soften up the pencil, your eye pencil, so you could draw it on your eyes? It's like, oh my gosh. So that was Flashback Friday for me. Okay, moving right along before I run out of time, before I run out of camera space here. I got an Ulta Super Shiny Lip Butter. It seems to be the biggest thing in now is lip butter with everything. This is in the color Vienna, and it's really nudie. So if you know, it's just real more natural color. So you know, maybe for going to work or just, you know, going to church or something, you don't want anything that's going to be real bright or abrasive. It would be a really pretty color. I'm anxious to try it to see how it feels on my lips. The next thing I received was Ulta's Super Shiny Lip Gloss, and it is in the color Illusion. And it's, I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to see in this lighting, but it's kind of on the same lines as the lip butter. You can kind of see that it's just a little bit more pinky, where this is more natural, this is more pinky. So we'll see how that feels, or if it's tacky, or how it is. The next thing that I received was a little trial size of the Ulta Professional Matte Prime. So I'm always looking for a good primer, and as a matter of fact, I just ordered some more from e.l.f., and I'll get to that in another video. But this is right here, and ooh, I had some color on my finger. So here, you can really see it, but normally it is clear. Trust me, it's I kind of botched that, but it is clear, and so I'm kind of anxious to try it because it is a matte finish, so that hopefully will be a good thing. The next thing I got was a set of these. There's actually two brushes. This one, oops, if I turn it just a little bit more, you can see is kind of an angled blush brush or a contour brush. This middle one is an eyeshadow brush, and the last one is a sponge tip applicator. And those came all together also in the bag. This is all stuff that came in this bag. The next thing I received was a cheek color. Yes, you guessed it, Sweet Cheeks, the same color that I ordered, and I didn't realize that this was coming in the bag, or I would have ordered something else. It's okay. Now I'm just going to be really cheekied up, but I have to say I really like the packaging on this and on these. It's really nice, and so I kind of wish that what could have happened was that these quad eyeshadows, my last item that came in this bag, would have had more of that kind of a packaging, because this, I'm going to open it up here so you can see, just like lifts off. It's just like totally separate. There's no hinge to it. Okay. And this particular one is Seashell, In the Buff, Silk, and Social Climber. Let's see here. So I'm going to try and swatch these out quick for you. Okay. And they are pretty neutral. Seem pretty pigmented, but they're just that they're neutral colors. Let me see here. Excuse me. The next one that I received, it's called, I'm not going to open up each and every one of them. Well, maybe I should, just to swatch them real quick for you. I hate that when people don't swatch, so I don't want to do something that I hate when people don't do. This one is called Sahara Sand, Sun-Kissed, Mosaic, and Glittering Sand. And that's those four kind of beachy, summer, brighter colors. I just need to clean my hands and my fingers off here just a second, because it's hard for me to continue to swatch these for you quick when I'm running out of room on my hands. Okay. And the last one that came in this, it's got some really pretty colors in it. Let's see here. And let's see here. So this is the one I'm going to swatch for you. This says it's dramatic. This one I just swatched, it says chic on the back, and the other one says classic, and I read you the colors. This one in the dramatic is Iceland, Twilight, Lock and Key, and After Hours. So let me just swatch these. And this one is just, oh, to me, it's just so pretty. And it's this one. Because you almost, I mean, from my lighting here, you'd almost think it was a gray. But it's this really pretty kind of a purpley lavendery color. Just really pretty. I would have to say my two favorites are the classic and the dramatic, and